Hello and welcome to Witches and Wizards Confession channel. Today's confession came in a form of a voice note, but it came in bits and pieces. So I couldn't exactly take the voice note and just post it to you guys. So I decided to make it a story time kind of thing. I hope it works. So what you see now is the video that I've also received. Apparently there's something that looks like I don't know what it looks like, but the person says it's just a rope. Anonymous says it's just a rope, and that rope turns into a big snake at night. So today's confession's title is An Uneducated Slay Queen Who Sleeps with Blessers with Snakes for Survival. So here goes. Anonymous says that she dropped out of school in grade 10. She tried so hard to finish her matric, but it never worked out. So basically, she went to college to just go into grade 12. I don't know what it's called, N something. I forgot what she said it is. When she got there, she failed about 4 times. Then she resorted into finding men who are much older than her so that they can take care of her without judging her based on her education background. So Anonymous is a very good looking woman. She sent me a photo as well. I must say she is very beautiful. She says she started dating older men, and the way that she was just so beautiful, and the way that she still is so beautiful, it was so easy to attract them. She would just go to the mall, sit in at a parking lot, and just look for men with big cars, older men, that is. She wanted nothing to do with younger men because they were just so judgmental about her education background. So once she spots her person, the target that she's looking for, then she follows them around until they notice her. Not following them around as a stalker, but following them around in a sexy way, dropping things on the floor, then picking it up in a very seductive way. And older men are known to be weak with such things. When they see a yellow thigh, a yellow fresh thigh for that matter, then they just stop thinking. So Anonymous says that she went to the mall this other day, waited at the parking lot as usual, and then she saw a man driving a Porsche. She was so happy when she saw that the man could be in his early 60s because that's exactly what she's looking for. She was tired of changing this rich old man because today it's this one gives her 10,000 rand, and then she's safe for like a week or two, and then she runs out of the money because the money she had to use it for rent, she had to use it for everything. So she needed, and her apartment was apparently very expensive. So 10,000 rent was very little. So she needed somebody who could marry her and keep her as a wife and take care of her for the rest of her life. So she had to gun for somebody who's really filthy rich. And she says she actually has an eye for this rich man. She knows when there's money, and she knows when that man can just afford it. So she followed around her target until the target finally noticed. But there was just something weird about this target. The target was limping for status, but that wasn't a problem for her. And also when the target wanted to confront her, no, not confront her, to approach her and propose, it took him like 30 minutes to introduce himself. So in other words, the target was stuttering. He's one of those that would just say, hi, my name is, yeah, that's what stuttering is, guys. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just trying to explain how Anonymous explained it. So she was very patient with him because it's money that she's after. So when you want money and you know you're gonna get money, you will begazela anything and everything. So the old man also had a very bad odor. mouth odor, that is. But as Anonymous said, she was in a mission to make money and secure money. So no odor was about to stop her. Nothing would literally stop her from getting the bag. So time went on. Okay, they exchanged numbers and they started talking. And the man really had money because Anonymous, first things first, sent him a call back on the very same day that they met. Sent him a call back, and he called immediately. He asked why she's sending a call back, and then she said it's because he doesn't have air time and whatnot. Wada. You know our stories, most. Yes. So guy sent Anonymous 10,000 on the spot and said, please buy yourself a much better phone plus airtime. Anonymous was so happy. She was so happy. She knew that she had hit the jackpot. Next morning, when Anonymous woke up, she got an e-wallet of 3,000 rand. And she called the man because she knew, oh, it's him. It had to be him. She called him and said, what a surprise. And he said, stick with me and I will take you places. Anonymous was so happy. And of course, she was going to stick with him. They started dating for a couple of weeks, 10 months, and it's a year later. Anonymous said the guy was very jealous. He was the jealous type. He didn't want Anonymous going out. He didn't want Anonymous having friends, socializing, and everything. So he bought her an apartment and also a car. He bought Anonymous an apartment and a car, and the car had a tracker on it. Anonymous did not know about it. The car had a tracker on it. So Anonymous says in this particular apartment that she was bought, it was fully furnished when it was presented to her. And she was told to leave everything else behind, take nothing, just herself into the apartment because everything is there. When she got there, she was surprised to even find clothes, new clothes. They still had tags on them and everything. So the clothes were not really her style, but she took it in anyway. So she started wearing however the men wanted her to wear, like long dresses. But what bothered her even more was that she always had to have a head wrap on. Anonymous says that there was a closet. I think this is the closet. There was a closet in the bedroom where it was locked. She has never opened it. She was not allowed to open it. It had to be locked. And this closet had two plastic bags. It was an Ackerman bag and also Pick and Pay or Checkers. I'm not sure. Anonymous tried showing it to us, but it's not so clear. She was ordered never to open that closet because it had a safe in it, and the safe had very dangerous things in it. If she opens the closet, it might just explode. That's what Anonymous was told, and Anonymous believed it. But she says every time she was sleeping, she would hear funny sounds in that particular closet. And every time she hears those sounds, she would fall into a weird kind of sleep. She would fall into deep. You know, when you are in your deeper sleep, but you are still conscious of what is happening around you, but you can't open your eyes, you can't move, you can't do anything. You're just listening to movement. Anonymous says every time that would happen, when she starts hearing sounds of something big moving, then suddenly she would hear the closet opening, but she can't open her eyes. And funny thing is, the closet was locked, always locked, and the plastic bags were always there. So there was this one time where she tried to open the plastic bags to move them so that she can open the closet. And the man called her immediately and said, stop what you're doing. Stop snooping around or you lose everything, even your life. She was really scared of this man, but she never had the audacity, do we call it audacity, or the courage rather, to leave this man. She's never been able to leave this man. So she just beggars at everything. She just had to be strong. So whenever she would be sleeping and hear this sounds in the closet of things moving, something very big, something very massive moving, and it would sound as if that thing that's moving is moving in an ocean. There would be sounds of an ocean, like you know. And then there's that deep sleep, that's keeping her down. Next thing, she could hear something smoothering around her body, something moving around her body, sliding on her. Whatever it was very slimy, and whatever it was very cold. She couldn't move, she couldn't open her eyes, she couldn't do anything. She doesn't even know, she's not even sure what would happen. But the next day when she would wake up, on heavy periods, very, very heavy periods with clots. So if you're looking at that rope kind of looking thing, she says that thing is there during the day, but at night it disappears. The closet is not even 100% closed, but you can't open it even if you tried pulling it. The plastic bags also are there, and it's like they're carrying trash, but you can't do anything. You can't move them, you can't do anything. They're just heavy. So Anonymous says her blesser has been blessing her with everything she needs and still is. Anonymous is still with this man. Every time she tries to leave him, she finds herself back in the bed, in the apartment. So she doesn't know what's happening. She could just get in the car, drive away, and the next morning when she wakes up, she's in that particular apartment. And that man would always tell her, you will never ever go anywhere. The first time you slept with me was the very, very, very first time that you have tied your soul with mine. So you and I are particularly one from this point going on. So you trying to escape me is really dumb. Don't even try it because it will get you killed. So I know says that she needs help in leaving this man. Um, That's all she's asking for, help leaving this man. If there's anyone who can help her, please comment, and then she will inbox you, or she'll contact you somehow, or inbox us your number so that Anonymous can call you and you can help her get out of this mess. She says she is well 100%, she's fine, no worries, but she feels like there's something eating her from the inside. Please help Anonymous, guys.